Hey everybody, welcome back. Jordan here. The other day we finished building the Bricksie wall. The Bricksie wall can host a lot of minifigures. 570 to be exact. And those minifigures will sit on these 2x4 bricks that pop out of the wall. And they are evenly spaced by 6 studs and 6 bricks tall. Today I'm going to be rounding up all of my minifigures and placing them onto the wall. The wall is going to include SigFigs. All of the SigFigs can be found in my 2 fan mail drawers here, which I've been stowing away for quite some time just because I haven't had the place to put them yet. They're also going to include regular figures that don't fit into the city and also collectible minifigures. So what I've done is actually separated some of these by beach, miscellaneous that have to be rebuilt, bicycles, park stuff, miscellaneous figures for the wall. That's advent calendar stuff, which comes with some good minifigures. Then we've got city people here, miscellaneous minifigures and pieces that would look good in the LEGO City, or on the wall, or in the Ninjago district, amusement park minifigures and items, more miscellaneous minifigures that have to be rebuilt, more miscellaneous minifigure elements that have to be rebuilt. All of our Star Wars minifigures are right here, but this is where they shall remain. We also have more Star Wars minifigures on the shelves in front of their sets. There's more CMF or collectible minifigures and other miscellaneous minifigures in this area right here. I know, it's a mess. There's also some that are sorted by theme on these stands here, which are really nice actually. It's a 32 by 32 dark stone gray plate with a little minifig stand. Got all our Harry Potter ones there. Some DC Batman movie ones here. Then we have more superheroes in this little cabinet here, or a little display that keeps the dust off them, which is quite nice. And then we have some of the Simpsons ones in that minifig display stand there. Essentially today, I'm going to go through all of these minifigures. And I'm going to decide these ones belong in the city, these ones belong in the amusement park, these ones belong in the Ninjago district, and these ones belong on the wall. Once I have them all sorted, I'm going to start placing them on the wall and sort of group them by theme. Now the wall has 2 different sections. There's the lower section below the nameplate and the top section. The lower section is going to be where all the SigFigs go. So if you guys sent me a SigFig, that's where I plan on putting it. Whereas the top section is going to be all of the collectible minifigures and random minifigures that I have in my collection. So I'm going to get started here today by sorting all of the figures, and then we're going to place them all on the Bricksie wall. Definitely a nice feeling getting all of those off the ground, out of the drawers, and onto the wall. Let's take a look at all of the figs, both above and under the Bricksie nameplate on the Bricksie wall. Although the wall is quite colorful, the minifigs actually do pop off the wall, and you can see them quite clearly down here. And boy, oh boy, am I ever excited, because it's just awesome. And there's actually a lot of space for the taking. So we'll start by taking a look at these SigFigs, which are just underneath the Bricksie name there. And as you can see below, there's actually about 5 rows that are open. So there's lots of room for growth, as all 570 spots are not taken. These are all the SigFigs that were sent to me in fan mail. If you see your SigFig, that's awesome. You've made it onto the Bricksie wall. If you guys want to send me a SigFig, feel free to check out the description of this video or on any of my videos where you'll see my P.O. box number, and we'll unbox it during fan mail and add it to the Bricksie wall here. So that's all the SigFigs on the wall here. Pretty awesome. Now let's take a look at the collectible minifigures that are on the top portion of the Bricksie wall. But first, guess who we're going to take a look at? There he is. It's a classic. George Bricks. That's my old SigFig. Oh my gosh, it's definitely not a good representation of me. But here is the Bricksie name. And as you can see, the letters come off the wall. A couple studs actually. And I could technically put minifigures all over those as well. However, I think that'll sort of take away from what we got going on here. So the first section right here has a mixture of collectible minifigures and just random ones that I've accumulated over time. Those are on the left side here. There is some duplication on the wall, and you will see that as we look at these. If and when the wall becomes full, I can remove that duplication. I really like the food minifigures. They're pretty cool. You will see some that belong with sets, such as the Pirates of the Caribbean ones there. Those belong to the Silent Mary. And they could be moved into or onto the shelves where the Silent Mary is. Got some classic knights here from castle sets. Our Ninjago section is quite large with lots of different ninjas. And two lonely Disney figures, which is Minnie and Steamboat Willie. And actually, I've got a lot more of them. However, they're going to be going into the amusement park, so I left them off the wall here. Our full Ninjago selection here. A lot of them are still in the buckets and will go into the city in the Ninjago section. And some of these might get moved as well. The most predominant section on the wall here is actually DC. I have the most DC superhero figs out of any category or theme. You can see lots of different Batmans and Supermans. Some are from sets, some are from the LEGO Movie. Some are from special poly bags. I love the different Batmans. There are a lot of them, and I like collecting the Batman minifigures. There's so many different ones. I like the heavy metal Batman there. Here's Lobster Batman. This one here is pretty cool. It's pretty colorful. You have Fairy Batman in the tutu. But yeah, Batman minifigures are a lot of fun to collect. And you've got Caveman Batman up there and also the white suit. And you got Ben Affleck. All sorts of different DC superhero minifigures. Definitely not a huge minifig collector. I don't have a huge amount of them. I mean, we filled the wall pretty good, but I wouldn't say that I'm a minifig collector by no means. Then we move on to Marvel. Sorry, it's pretty tight in here. Yeah, it's pretty tight, so I apologize if I'm a bit shaky. But we got Spider-Man, Black Widow, Bucky Barnes, different Spider-Man, Loki, Taskmaster, Red Skull, Green Goblin, Captain America, different Iron Man suits. I'd like to fill that up. Another huge section actually is Simpsons. A lot of duplication in the Simpsons though. A lot of Homers, a lot of Barts, a lot of Maggies, a lot of Simpsons, or a lot of Lisas. But there's some good ones here for sure. Krusty the Clown, Ned Flanders, Itchy and Scratchy, Apu, Willie, Nelson, Mr. Burns, Grandpa, Millhouse. You got Ralph. Lots of good minifigures in the 2 different series of Simpsons minifigures that were released. Harry Potter's a pretty big section on the wall here as well. You got Dobby, Dumbledore, 2 different Hagrids, a bunch of different Rons. I actually really like this Malfoy minifigure. Lots of different Harry Potters. Cedric Diggory, Flitwick, Mad-Eye and Barty. We've got lots of Dean, who's at the top here. Too many of him. And this was like a what-if scenario. It's a classic Harry Potter figure, but I don't have the original torso. He's in a Slytherin outfit for some reason. As you can see, though, along the top, there's lots of room for growth. And you'll see one eyeball. That was the final piece that I put on the wall. I put the date on it. Yeah, lots of room for growth, and we could also eliminate a lot of the duplication that's on this wall to fit more minifigures on here. If they ever do like, well, I guess all my Star Wars ones are over there, but if they ever do other cool minifigure releases like Disney, or I like the pop culture reference ones. I don't really collect the regular standard minifigures like the CMF series. Like CMF Series 21 is the newest one. I don't really collect those, but I definitely wouldn't mind getting some of the ones that are unique. Yeah, so that's the Bricksie wall with all of the minifigures that I currently have placed and looking pretty awesome. There's lots of room for growth, and we can definitely work toward filling it, but it looks pretty amazing with all the figs there. Also, some of them are quite large, and you'll probably see that they're tilting forward like that there. So what I do is just use a plate, bring her out a couple studs from the wall so that she can stand up properly. I've got to do that with a few different ones there, like this one here, bent over like that. So I've got to tinker with it a little bit. I really enjoyed building the wall. Well, it wasn't the funnest process, but the end result, it looks fantastic. And the addition of all the figs really makes it come to life. I can't wait to fill it up with more SigFigs, more collectible figs. Holy smokes, I said minifigures a lot during this video. I don't know what else to call them. Let me know what you think of the wall. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great content coming out here on Bricksie. Thanks for watching. We'll see you real soon.